Okie doke. So I'm starting the Austrian turn for September 1, and I did get one reinforcement, the 10th Cavalry Division, which was over here at the fortress of Schremsil. I moved them over to here. I can't pop them into an enemy zone of control because I just don't have enough movement points left. I would need 7 to get to here, and it's not going to happen. I'm taking a bit of a risk here. I did have the German brigades that were assigned to Austria, that were railed, that were still entrained last turn in Krakow and Tarnow. I decided to detrain the brigades that were in Krakow and leave them there, and moved some of the Landwehr brigades down a bit. They're still in optimum counterattacking supply, which the 1st Army headquarters are right here. And I'm going to make a bit of a risk here. So I am worried, obviously, of the Russian 4th Army. The Austrians, it's difficult because, I mean, obviously I'm playing both sides, so I know, you know, these guys are coming down here, so it's like, okay, from the Austrians' point of view, it's like, okay, are they trying to, like, whip around and flank to get behind us, or are they coming to it, like, to, you know, to hit this coal producing area or whatever? So, you know, it's kind of hard. It's like, okay, I'm trying to pretend not to know, but of course I do know. So anyways, what I don't know if you want to call it a bit of like way of trying to get around it. So I still want to do my September offensive for the Austrians, even though there's obviously been a wrinkle involved in the sense that the 9th Army showed up last turn, and the Austrians didn't know about that. They thought they were just going to be attacking the 5th. So I'm going to take the German brigades here in Tarnow, and I'm going to rail them on over to here, which I'm allowed to do, and pop them off. And since they're German units, I'm allowed to pop them into an enemy zone control on the same turn that they use a train, so that's okay. So I'm going to pop them in with the Austrian Battle Group 2 here, pop them on over here, and that just fits. Now they're like maxed out at a total of 6 divisions for a stack, so that's them. But anyways, I'm trying to load up here as much as possible. I also have to find out, because gosh, the headquarters are here. Should I, you know, I can't, like, I have to keep them here if I want optimum supply, because that's 1, 2, yeah, 4 with the forest, and unless I went down here, because that's broken terrain. But oh, darn it. Well, we'll see. I'm not a big fan of having the headquarters in the same hex involved in a combat, if that makes any sense. You know, if something goes to hell, I don't want to lose my headquarters. So I may move the headquarters out of here before I do a combat. We'll see. I'll try to, like, I want to read up a little bit more. So that's the end of that. Yeah, so I'm going to leave these guys in Krakow just in case, because I don't know what in the world these guys are up to. The cavalry, I'm still going to, the 7th Division, I think are still okay here. Excuse me, if they attack me from this side, I can still use the forest here as a good defensible terrain, and I can get the hell out of here if they only attack me with infantry anyways. And yeah, we'll just take a chance. So I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the 4th Army, but with this September offensive thing, yeah, it's going to be a coordination. Like, sorry dude, but this 5th Army guy is going to take a beating. And even though I did say I'm just talking about the Austrians, I do want to make a quick comment about another reason why I absolutely love using these blocks. Even though after this combat, the Germans in the last turn with the combat, they did, the Russians opted to retreat rather than take the full hits that they were going to be inflicted. That's why we've advanced out over to here. Mind you, I ended up with 50 strength points of attack for this for the German attack, And I was convinced that this Battle Group 3 for the Russians there wasn't very many units with them and so on and so forth. So I was like, okay, it's going to be a great, a good advantage for the Germans. Nope, I completely forgot how many units were with the Russian battle force, Battle Group 3, and there was a ton of them. And so yet again, it was like, well, there you go. I didn't know what was under door number 3, or behind door number 3, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. So yeah, and with the option for retreat, even with that, and just the doubling of their counterattack and not tripling, after all was said and done, with a low die roll for the Germans, I think they rolled a 2 on a 50 strength point column. And the Russians had 36, and I think they rolled a 5. And so the Germans ended up taking 7 hits, and after, with the retreat reduction, the Russians only took 2. So there you go, yeah, I got to be, like I said, I was convinced these Russians, there was hardly anybody left, and it was like, oops. Nope. So yeah, yet again, I mean, sometimes I'm like, okay, I can remember that. Yep, that's a cavalry. I'll take a chance. But yet again, I'm like, we're going to be ganging up on these guys, but I have no idea what's behind there, like under that cube, until I'm like, okay, we're attacking, and it's going to be like, oops, or yay. So yep, it's I'm loving this bit. Okay.